MAGA is absolutely losing their mind right now, folks, their collective brain cell, and calling for, if you can believe it, boycotts of Fox News. And specifically, the online MAGA mind virus is big mad at Fox propaganda host Laura Ingraham. And no, it's not because she's a woman who had the audacity to open her mouth. I mean, let's be honest, it partially is, but only subconsciously. No, the vociferously vocalized portion of their internalized rage from not getting enough love as children, I assume, was because they say that when Laura Ingraham sat down for an exclusive interview with Donald Trump last night, she was being too tough on their poor widow president and cult leader. So let's first break down some of the moments from the interview they're referring to, and then take a look at some of the insane replies from maggots on this one clip where they are denouncing Ingraham for, quote, disrespecting Trump and saying that they need to not give Fox News any more time. And as much as it pains me to slightly agree with MAGA here, every viewer Fox loses feels like a small victory to me. So if you agree and enjoy the video, be sure to smash that like button and the anti-Fox subscribe button, and let's dive into some combative faux news versus Trump smackdown that has MAGA crying like the snowflakes they are.
You're tougher with Canada than you are with some of our biggest adversaries.
Only because it's meant to be our 51st state. And
okay, but
but listen to this for a second.
We need their territory. They have territorial advantage. We're not going to let them get close to China.
Look, right? I deal with every country, indirectly or directly. One of the nastiest countries to deal with is Canada. The people that, now this was Trudeau, the people that good old Justin, I call him Governor Trudeau, his people were nasty. And they weren't telling the truth. They never told the truth. They'd say, well, we don't charge. Well, they do. They charge tremendous. They charge tremendous. And if you look at dairy products, what they've done to our farmers, I'd go up to Iowa, I'd go up to different places, Nebraska, and they would always complain about Canada, how they get ripped off. Do you know that Canada has a 250% tariff? 250, nobody knows that. They charge us numbers that are crazy. We have a very big deficit with Canada, and there's no reason, much more, we have much more. Just so you understand, we subsidize Canada, and I like Canada. I love Canada. I love Wayne Gretzky.
The Liberal guys,
I love his wife.
The Liberal Party is going to win now in the next election, most likely. And they were down and out. Isn't that going to make them more hostile to us and possibly
no, I'd rather deal with a liberal than a
for China, closer to Canada, and that would really put us in a bind.
And I don't even have time to get into what a joke that was, like him calling Canadians the nastiest people when their biggest stereotype is being polite. And MAGA really latched onto that clip, as we'll see in a second, which is insane for many reasons, not the least of which being they let him drone on for the last 4 minutes of that interview, an entire 1/5 of the whole thing, just talking about how he wants Canada as the 51st state. Though, quick shout out to this absolute hero who gave Donald Trump a piece of his mind outside the White House. But that clip that we just played of Ingraham giving a modicum of pushback to one of Trump's more insane policy ideas got latched onto by the MAGA sphere, and the replies are nothing less than insane. Here you have good old Johnny MAGA posting the clip and saying Laura Ingraham was really combative tonight with Trump, not a good look, ... To which one reply from No Swim Zone said, I saw the interview on Fox News, and as soon as Ingraham Angle started with her BS, I changed it. She wasn't being tough on him, asking questions. She was acting like she's on some higher moral ground than he is, like if she's more intelligent. I consistently change the channel when her hour and Hannity come on, some of the biggest clowns on the network. They need to upgrade their cast. Outside of Jesse Waters, Greg Gutfeld, and Will Cain, the weekdays are starting to suck. And when Jesse Waters and Greg Gutfeld are your ideas of a class act, you might be a moron. This account, Stop Socialist Tyranny, said, I think Laura Ingraham was way out of line tonight. Her questions were loaded and unfair to Trump. Trump handled it well, though, showed his strength. Still the leader of the MAGA movement. We need more supporters like you, Johnny. Thanks for speaking up. You then had this bit of colorful commentary from one maggot saying, I'm all for being tough, but she has always been a mouthy B-word. She might learn something if she shuts the hell up and listens once in a while. Yikes. And there was so much more of people just calling her rude, saying that they hope this is the last interview she has with the president. And as funny as this all is, it is also incredibly disappointing because what alternatives do these morons have to go to other than Fox? Well, they're not great. This person right here says, Laura Ingraham reminds me of being on board the Titanic, and the band played on. I don't know one person that watches Fox any longer. Everyone is at Newsmax. They like President Trump at Newsmax. Fox is trying to pull viewership from CNN, so they want to be all big and tough and radical sounding now. And look, while I will be the first to applaud maggots leaving Fox News, it's also not entirely inspiring when you know that their alternative is stuff like the literal state-run media Trump is pushing, like Voice of America. Or God forbid, One America News.
Folks, Dan Ball here from Real America. As you know, OAN, or One America News Network, has always stood for free speech and an honest, free, fair, and transparent press. And I am so glad to announce that coming this January 2025, we are going to continue on with that messaging of free speech and bringing on a firebrand of a talk show host to our primetime lineup. May I announce Matt Gaetz and the Matt Gaetz Show coming next month to OAN. Hey, Matt.
Folks, we are so fucking cooked. But if you enjoy an alternative to the bullshit propaganda that MAGA eats up, then consider liking the video and subscribing to Really American, where we will continue to make fun of and hold these idiots accountable. Thanks for watching for Really American. I'm Kenny Hesse, and I'll see you guys in the next one.